His feet all day, chasing villains and saving the city, and his energy levels were dropping fast. I need a break, he thought, spotting a corner store. Without thinking, he dashed inside, still in his red and blue suit, and grabbed a bag of chips and a soda. As he sat down on a rooftop to snack, Spider-Man sighed in relief. The salty chips and fizzy soda seemed to give him a quick boost, but deep down, he knew something wasn't right. His once powerful muscles felt weak, and his sharp reflexes were slowing down. Why am I so tired? He wondered, finishing off the last chip. Over the next few days, Spider-Man's diet only got worse. Between missions, he found himself reaching for cookies, candy, and fast food instead of real meals. His body was paying the price. He felt more tired, less focused, and even a little out of breath during his crime-fighting duties. Swinging from building to building became harder, and he wasn't as quick on his feet as he used to be. One morning, after a particularly tough battle against the Green Goblin, Spider-Man realized he couldn't keep going like this. Something's wrong, he thought, leaning against a wall to catch his breath. His once energetic body was now feeling drained and weak. It was time to get some help. Determined to figure out what was happening, Spider-Man made an appointment with Dr. Stevens, his trusted doctor. He arrived at the clinic, still wearing his suit but with a weary look on his face. Dr. Stevens welcomed him with a smile but quickly noticed how tired and run-down he appeared. "Peter, you don't look like your usual self," Dr. Stevens said with concern. "Tell me what's been going on." Spider-Man explained how he had been feeling weak and sluggish lately. He admitted to relying on junk food to keep him going during his busy days, hoping for a quick burst of energy. Dr. Stevens listened carefully, nodding as Spider-Man described his diet. "I see," Dr. Stevens said thoughtfully. "Peter, it sounds like your body is struggling because of the unhealthy foods you've been eating. Junk food might give you a quick burst of energy, but it doesn't provide the nutrients your body needs to stay strong, especially with all the physical activity you do. What you need is a balanced diet filled with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins." Spider-Man frowned, realizing that his poor eating habits were catching up to him. "So, all this junk food is actually making me weaker?" he asked, feeling a little embarrassed. Dr. Stevens smiled kindly. "Exactly. Your body is like a machine, and it needs the right fuel to work properly. Healthy foods give you long-lasting energy, help you recover faster, and keep your mind sharp. Even superheroes need to take care of their health, Peter." Spider-Man left the clinic with a new determination. If he wanted to keep protecting the city and be at his best, he needed to change his eating habits. He went straight to the grocery store and filled his cart with fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats. This time, he was ready to make a real change. Back at home, Spider-Man prepared his first healthy meal, grilled chicken with a side of steamed broccoli and quinoa. As he sat down to eat, he felt a little unsure, but as soon as he took the first bite, he realized how delicious and satisfying it was. The flavors were fresh, and he could feel the difference almost immediately. The next day, Spider-Man woke up feeling more energized than he had in weeks. His muscles felt strong, his mind was clear, and he was ready to take on whatever challenges came his way. Throughout the day, he stuck to his new healthy habits, snacking on apples and nuts instead of candy, drinking water instead of soda, and enjoying balanced meals full of nutrients. Later that week, Spider-Man faced one of his biggest challenges yet, a massive city parade with thousands of people to protect. As he swung through the streets, he noticed how much faster and more agile he felt. His reflexes were sharp, his movements were quick, and he had the energy to keep going all day long. During a break, Spider-Man stopped by a cafe where he ordered a whole grain sandwich filled with lean turkey, crisp lettuce, and avocado. As he ate, he noticed a group of kids nearby, staring at him with wide eyes. One of them, a little boy holding a plate of carrot sticks, approached Spider-Man nervously. "Mr. Spider-Man, do you really eat healthy food like us?" the boy asked, his voice full of curiosity. Spider-Man smiled and nodded. "Absolutely. Eating healthy helps me stay strong so I can keep protecting the city. It's important for all of us to make good choices with what we eat." The kids beamed with pride, inspired by their hero's words. Spider-Man waved goodbye to them as he left the cafe, feeling even more motivated to stick to his new lifestyle. As the weeks went by, Spider-Man's healthy eating habits became a regular part of his life. He noticed that not only was he feeling stronger and more energized, but his mood had improved as well. He was more focused, more positive, and more confident in his abilities. One evening, after a long day of hero work, Spider-Man returned home to find Aunt May preparing a delicious dinner, baked salmon with a side of roasted vegetables and brown rice. As they sat down to eat, Aunt May looked at him with a smile. "Peter, I've noticed how much better you've been feeling lately. I'm so proud of you for taking care of yourself," she said warmly. Spider-Man nodded, feeling grateful for her support. "Thanks, Aunt May. I've learned that even superheroes need to eat right to save the day." That night, Spider-Man reflected on his journey. He had gone from feeling weak and run down to being the strong, energetic hero he was meant to be. And it was all thanks to making better choices with his food. He knew that his healthy eating adventure would continue, and he was ready to face whatever came next with strength and confidence. Because in the end, Spider-Man realized that taking care of his body wasn't just about being a superhero, it was about being the best version of himself for the people who depended on him. And with the right fuel, he knew he could tackle anything that came his way.
Dear kids, if you liked the story, please don't forget to like below and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next story. Goodbye.